For the first time in 70 years, people across Britain, they have a new monarch.
Yeah.
People across the world are waking up to a new British monarch for the first time in most of their lives.
Yeah, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II did die peacefully at Balmoral Castle in Scotland on Thursday at 96. You are looking live right now at Balmoral in Scotland, where people have been gathering since the Queen's death. Still a large crowd there. And there will be a 10-day mourning period. Britain's new ruler, King Charles III, formerly Prince Charles, just left Balmoral in the last hour, and he's set to make his first remarks this afternoon. So we are, of course, seeing tributes pour in from all over the world. Just a small sample of some of the magazine and newspaper covers on newsstands today. I mean, what a legacy. The Queen is being remembered, of course, here in the U.S., flags flying at half-staff in her honor. Queen Elizabeth, no stranger in the U.S., of course, no stranger to any leader. She probably met more dignitaries over her 70-year reign than anyone in the world. During one of her visits to the U.S., she stopped by the British Gardens in New York City. And that's where we find Dre Clark live this morning with more on her final moments. Dre.
Good morning, Adrian and Mitch. We are standing in the Queen Elizabeth Garden in Lower Manhattan. It was dedicated in 2005, and in 2010, the Queen and Prince Philip came here to visit the garden when she came to New York City to speak at the United Nations. Certainly, the Queen's death has saddened people all across the world. This was the last picture taken of the Queen at Balmoral Castle in Scotland just 2 days before her death. Despite her obvious frail condition, the Queen welcomed her 15th Prime Minister, Liz Truss. Yesterday, we learned doctors had become very concerned about her health. And then hours later, a bulletin was posted outside Buckingham Palace in England, informing the world that at 96 years old, Her Majesty had died. Her daughter, Princess Anne, her son, now King Charles III, and his wife Camilla were all there when the Queen died. Other family members, including Prince William and Prince Harry, arriving later in the day. Meanwhile, outside Buckingham Palace, a crowd quickly gathered, shedding tears and mourning Britain's longest reigning monarch. World leaders also responding with sadness. President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visiting the British Embassy in Washington, D.C. to express their respects and condolences, and also signing the Queen's condolences book. The Queen's legacy and now her loss, leaving many people deeply hurt.
A very, very sad day, and I've been talking to friends all around the world. Just a great ambassador for our country, and she will be sorely missed.
Everybody be anybody like her ever again that will serve so long. I mean, I know Charles now he's king.
And here's a live look at flowers people have left in honor and in memory of Queen Elizabeth. Meanwhile, later this morning, Prince Charles III, or I should say King Charles III, and his wife Camilla, who will now be called the Queen Consort, they are now making their way back to Buckingham Palace in England. And later this morning, we're expecting the King will address the nation in a televised speech. We should mention that now King Charles III is the monarch of 14 different countries and the United Kingdom, and it is a road certainly he has spent his entire lifetime preparing for. Adrian.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.